used it. All right, put your headphones on. Get in here. Get in here.
Suck my balls.
Come on, get in here. Brent's about to get loud. Loud and R-rated.
Sorry.
Celebrating Indigenous climate heroes.
Like I'm not.
What do you got me watching here, Wes?
I was like on barefoot shoes.
I'm done with those.
Yeah.
For some reason, we do get cool-ass military guests on this show.
Yeah, dude, they've been cool.
Not for some reason.
All three of them.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Jerk you off, motherfucker?
It's like some weird reason.
I don't know how
They just keep joining. They just keep coming on.
Who was the dude earlier this year? Or not 2022, but earlier last
I
year.
had two other buddies that were Marines, and
The one dude didn't give a fuck. He was just out there just yak.
Franco. He's out.
yeah.
I mean, he wasn't.
He's been out.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah,
He
he was.
was still in the reserves, so he's still a little bit muted. You know what he can say, and he wasn't saying that much though.
You talking about the Navy SEAL?
No, he was way back.
He was real reserved.
Well, he had just got out of the Navy SEAL.
He was like scared.
And was like, he didn't want to mess up his boys. They're still in there.
Yeah.
And they have a very strict code, which I'm sure you guys too. Like, you can't just run your chops every time you're not, out here.
Yeah.
I think your commanders traded their pick to New Orleans.
Whoop-de-doo.
You guys, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this thing anymore.
Can you pull up the chat on the big screen?
Yes. I fucking love this intro song so much.
How many dollars do you owe, Brent? 50
A lot.
cents.
Huh?
How many 50 cents do you owe?
I'm probably up to about $6.
Oh, look, we get to beam in.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That was bad. We were already there.
New Orleans traded them the 16th pick for the 11th. So they probably got like theirs in like a third round or something stupid.
I wonder if that dude Malik Willis went because he's from Liberty University.
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
Dude,
hold on. The black quarterback went to Liberty?
Yeah.
He's actually
He's
pretty
like
good.
the top quarterback in the draft.
Yeah, well, I
Dude,
think
this
that's a
draft,
mistake.
the quarterback is poo-poo.
Big mistake.
You know who else
Big
went to Liberty?
mistake.
James Palmer.
Why is it a big mistake,
Yep.
Jake?
To draft him, to think he's a top quarterback, I don't think he's that good. I watched him play a few games. He's very good. Very good.
But he's not the top?
Well, I don't know because I don't know the other quarterback, so maybe.
How are you going to say that?
I actually don't look that
I'm
tired
saying I don't
today.
think he's going to be that great of a pro. I can tell you that. I don't know if he's a top quarterback in this draft because I don't know any of the other ones. So, yeah, got me.
So your analysis was horrible.
My analysis is that he should not be a top draft pick.
Where would you take him?
I wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't either.
He went to Liberty, bro. It's like, no, they're actually pretty good now.
So, guys, what's up? If you're with us, if not, you're watching later, whatever. We just had a pretty cool interview with Nighthawk.
Yeah. We got a special guest tonight.
He's still here. He's just invisible.
Still here. We did a show for you guys that'll be released at some point. It was just recorded. But we're in for questions. Nighthawk is in the house. We can't give his name because he's active special forces in the military. And
He's literally sitting right next to Jake. It's going to look weird.
He's right over here.
Why did Bane say something about sports?
He loves sports.
Because he loves NFL talk.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Why?
Who's Bane?
I'm kidding. I love Bane.
hey,
Jesus.
Bane's on a big deal. Up
Yeah,
top.
he's up there
Introduction
finger
still.
banging.
Yeah, sorry.
I know, it's tough.
We're still doing it.
Yeah,
It's taking a while there.
We still, it takes a while. We're introducing the guest.
Yeah.
And
You just said his name, by the way.
he was, no, I didn't. I didn't.
You did.
I didn't.
You did.
I don't think I did.
Okay. All right.
Marine sniper, was a police officer for a little bit in the middle, and then went back to become a Green Beret. And we just went through that whole story. There's a lot of cool stuff. I think, like most of our guests, we could literally talk for probably hours.
We were headed that way. And
I could talk to Nighthawk all day.
Maybe-
Nighthawk, go ahead and say hi so people believe us.
Yes, I do actually exist. I'm really here.
He's right next to Jake
I'm
and
that
Brent.
invisible spot there.
Yeah, he's that little line, that little dash there.
For whatever reason, I didn't get beamed in.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still working on that.
Sweet questions. Put them in the chat.
So I got some.
Let's go.
How could police in America improve?
That's a pretty tough question.
Stop shooting black people.
It's kind of a lot. Well, here we go.
You're just jumping right in.
Because I don't think that's it, but
No, that's a very difficult.
we can go around the room if you want.
That's a very difficult question, very complex. And honestly, I don't think anyone has the right answer to that.
Yeah, I agree. I was just telling him to fix that. Yep,
concur.
you're good. You're good. I was just telling him to fix that.
It's better.
Yeah.
It is. It's more of a people problem, isn't it?
It is.
It's not the cops. They're not the problem.
Well, it's part of it,
Freaking
right?
People.
People piss them off enough, and they don't know how to,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
manage their power.
There are
and anger.
bad cops out there, and there always will be because they're people, and people make mistakes. People become bad. People are bad.
But there's also assholes that work in your office too. you know?
Exactly.
So-
Like just with any job, you're going to have bad apples wherever you go. I mean, the police generally they do a good job of screening out people. However, they're not going to catch everybody, and like some guys like are able to hide it real well until like they're kneeling on somebody's neck.
Yeah, that was so bad, dude, wasn't it?
Yeah,
When I actually want to. No.
Jake.
I think it was bad, but I don't think it was racially motivated.
Okay, so look-
nobody's questioning that.
Separate the two.
I think the guy really screwed up. When I first saw it,
Bad cop.
I did tear up a little bit because I was like, dude, what are you doing? Get off the guy. I was
Exactly.
pissed. I was like, why is this taking so long?
exactly.
What are those guys doing behind the car? Like, it was almost like too weird. It was almost like it was fake, but I mean, I know it wasn't, but I was like, what are these guys doing? And honestly, the crowd made it worse.
Was
correct?
it fake, Mike?
Was it fake? No.
Just kidding.
Was it?
Wait, can I say your name?
Was it? Yeah, you can say my name.
You guys should all had nicknames tonight.
Damn, we still can. It ain't too late.
Hell yeah! Hold on.
It ain't
What's
too
your
late,
nickname?
dog.
Huh?
What's your nickname?
Come back to me.
Butterball.
Oh, ouch!
Butterbuff. Butterbuff. You're getting buffer.
I don't like that.
But you
call
still like
sign.
butter.
I don't want my call sign to be Butterbuff.
Buff butter?
No, Buff Butter.
Buff butter? I like that one.
Matt Miller says the answer is to honor their oath to the Constitution and uphold rights.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, he's right.
The most Miller answer ever.
It's a good one. It is a good one.
Can't get rid of him.
It is a good one.
It is. What he's referring to is,
We know
not overstepping whatever. Like don't trample someone's liberty
Or neck.
because you think you're supposed to for no reason. Not. I mean,
Or neck, yes.
yeah.
Also-
he said instead of the opposite, which is trample rights and act like a tyrant. Yeah.
Also, they do need to probably get in better shape. Most of them. A lot of them.
I concur with that.
And they also need to be able to run a certain amount of distance. They
Do
need
they
to be able
not
to
have PT like for cops anymore? Like,
I mean, I'm sure it depends on where you're at. Like,
it depends on age and rank.
dude, there's
too.
some
I don't
county
think
boys
cops
down here
should-
that
I
are
don't think cops should have to be able to run. Like, you know what I mean?
Why?
You have weapons.
Shoot him in the back.
You should be able to fight somebody and win the fight. But
Right.
when they run, it's like, all right, what, I gotta chase you? I don't think you should have to chase people down. Personally.
so, I mean,
He's.
I agree. I agree to an extent. As long as the guy isn't going to be a threat to people.
In which case, you would just shoot him. But you can't do that anymore.
Cops need more muscles and more risk control.
I mean, it's a very difficult position to be in
It's
because
a terrible position.
you have to determine, is this guy likely to hurt or kill somebody else? I mean, there's a whole lot of factors to go in because the last thing you want is cops out there who are too eager to put a bullet in somebody.
For sure.
So you do have to have that restraint. That's not your job is to go out and shoot people. Your job is to go out and
Bring people to justice.
But-
and that means the court of law. Like,
I know you guys, not you guys, because you're not a police officer anymore, but when you were, like, you guys are told your job is to come home safe. But that's not your job, actually.
No.
But that's what they get told a lot, and I hate hearing that. 'cause
Yes.
They're like,
They see
my
too much
job
video-
is to go home. I'm like, no, it's not. Your job is to protect and serve. Like, that's your job.
But they get fed
know
a
you
lot
get
of
paid
videos too,
enough.
man. They get fed a lot of crappy videos of really bad things happening off of just one stop, one traffic stop.
absolutely. There's
I would never want to be a police officer in this day. I did 10 years ago, or 20 years ago maybe, but not today. No way.
I did too. I thought I was too short.
the current environment for law enforcement. It's a real bad one
I got a gun though.
because you have their job honestly is to be the enforcing arm of whatever government body that they work underneath. Now that puts them in a very difficult position sometimes. Like Matt said, like sometimes you have a government body that says, hey, we really want you to enforce this rule that we just came up with.
For instance, close down this privately owned restaurant because we think there's a virus out there. Don't let them serve people.
Yes.
The police were the ones enforcing that.
So then
Whether they agree with it or not, they still had to go
Exactly.
do the job.
So you do have that pressure from above to be that enforcing arm. Hey, you guys are just there to enforce whatever rules we decide to come up with. But again, your oath is not necessarily to those people. Your oath is, as Matt said, your oath is to the Constitution and to the laws of whatever state you're underneath.
as they
just
change.
the whim of every little directive to go do something. Most police have no problem going and just doing it without actually thinking, this actually really violates these people's rights, and maybe I shouldn't do that. And if they all did that, my goodness, we wouldn't have any of the COVID problems that we had, I don't think. But anyway.
One of the issues that you really see that really kind of feeds into a lot of this is you have, especially now, you have this very large, well, at least they appear large, this large sentiment that is very anti-police. So you have this group of people that is anti-police, and the police are like, hey, we're just trying to do our jobs. Like, we're out here, some of the guys, like most police officers are just out there to help people.
And it's trending to not like police.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's cool.
They're out there like, hey man, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do my part, and some of them might be misguided, but I mean, ultimately, like, they just want to help people.
Right.
And then you have all these people that are like, no, we hate the police, man. F the police.
Yeah.
And then like you take that, like, oh, what's up, man? What's up with that? So it's very easy to get the mentality of it's us versus them. And that's where you start getting that, especially when you start watching videos of police officers that get shot on traffic stops, because there's hundreds of them out there.
And it's brutal.
It is, and it's
when
awful.
you hear them scream on their mics, like it's terrible.
It's tragic.
Now
they could have been just helping an old lady cross the street, or going to a welfare check, and then suddenly they're fighting for their life.
How long?
That's how quick.
How long ago were you a police officer?
Let's see. That would have been about 7 years ago.
Okay,
or longer.
Yeah, so this was before it became popular to hate police officers.
Yeah, definitely.
But did you meet any resistance, like some F the police type shit down south?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
I mean, it wasn't as widespread as it is now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been there.
Yeah, I'm on the same. Like, I think everybody in this room is on the same page. Like, one bad apple doesn't spoil the bunch.
Nah, I've never really had a bad experience. Well, except for the one tackling me. But
but that's because he was off duty and drunk.
He was off duty drunk, and I beat him in a race.
Right.
And I said, "Man, you make me feel good about being a cop." Oh, dude, I burned him, but he didn't stop running. And like I did, so he was like, and then he like changed direction at me, so I probably should have kept running. But anyways, when I get pulled over, I turn my lights on, like the.
Of course.
Yeah, I turn all that stuff on. I'm just ready to go. When they get there, and it makes it simple, and they love it.
You don't move until they get to the window.
Never had a problem. Oh, you asked for my ID. Oh,
right.
Poor me.
I'm gonna reach for my shit.
Here's my.
Jake disagrees with all this.
Here's my ID, bro. See ya. On my way.
Seizure. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, Officer Williams there is gonna take my ID and just
better have been doing something wrong to get pulled over. I can tell you that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was every time I got pulled over.
Running red lights at 11 p.m.
3 miles
every
an hour.
Wednesday.
Hey, I was swerving a little bit, but it was because I was on my
In a
phone.
reasonable amount of time, you're allowed to run a red light.
I was on my phone.
Stop
it, Jake. Stop it. Stop it.
Nighthawk.
He hasn't been around for 7 years. He don't know the rules.
I don't know if it's changed since I was there.
Listen,
But
if a light never changes, you think you just have to sit there forever?
Jake,
It's not gonna be red forever.
It's not forever. It's a minute.
Some lights do malfunction. They're based off of weight of your car or something like that.
then
At
you
night,
know what?
You used to happen on my motorcycle all the time.
Make the right on the red and make a U-turn.
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Yeah, follow the track, bro.
No.
Follow the track, dog.
No, I'm not doing that. I will go across the way it's supposed to go.
Excuse me, officer. The law states.
Let me read you a passage from the Book of Miller.
no, so I don't know if you guys
You sit there forever.
I don't know if you guys saw the docudrama on the Unabomber that was on Netflix.
Oh, so good.
That part in there where he's talking about, we are all programmed to obey, and that analogy of just like, what do you do when you come to a red light in the middle of the night and there's nobody there? Do you sit there like you're supposed to, or do you go? Obviously, we see.
Stop.
Jake goes.
I go. I don't.
Okay, so all right. So
I don't need a little light to tell me if it's safe to cross.
Okay, so the
night.
So the middle, the middle of the day, right? Your road's pretty wide open. You can just go, 80 miles an hour.
Honestly, if it's safe to do so, sure. But if that's not that safe on that back road, it's not.
70. Okay.
70 is pretty
Well, to be
dangerous.
honest, we're all giving Jake a hard time, but we all speed all the time.
Absolutely.
I go 10 over.
It's the same thing.
I go 10 over.
I actually don't speed. I probably drive slower than all you.
Oh, yeah.
I go 63 and a 55. That's what I do.
That's what we do.
You do 70 and a 50 out of here every Wednesday.
I do not.
The speed limit
Thursday as well.
Well, whatever.
The second time he says
I
Wednesday.
did. I did. The speed limit on
I did. Like, thanks.
the speed limit on 6 is 50 miles per hour until you reach the town of La Plata.
Well, we all know that's stupid. It should be 55 at least.
You are full send. Because I do 60 and you pull away from me.
That's not true. He just rode with me here. We were going a little.
Well, you got a passenger now.
This is what's going to happen. We're all going to leave together. I'm going to let you all leave before me. I'm going to put my cruise control at 60, and he will be at his home before I reach the end of 6.
We're going to McDonald's, so that's not true.
Oh, you want to McDonald's?
I don't know.
You buy it?
We might. Hey, all right, so you got McDonald's right now. What do you get?
McGangbang, son. Always.
I know. Okay, I'm sorry I asked. I'm sorry. What do you get if you actually go there,
why'd you put your head in your hands? It's a legit thing.
It's a hard choice because I want a quarter pounder, but it's like too much.
2 cheeseburgers,
It's
right?
a lot at 11 p.m.
2 cheeseburgers, right?
Yeah, I mean two double cheeseburgers. Don't have any more.
Whoa,
Two McDoubles.
You can still get 2 double cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
I know, but it's not on the list anymore, and I get mad that they took it off the double.
Just get 2 single cheeseburgers.
To get the McDouble, which
I know, they're great.
Yeah, get the number 9. 2 single
Something about that fake food, bro. It's good.
I got it the other night. I got a
quarter pounder is like the real one.
They're both good.
I got a Big Mac at like 10 p.m. the other night, and I felt so disgusting, but it was so good.
What'd you get?
A Big Mac.
Bane says 1 minute Big Mac.
What's a 1 minute Big Mac?
I don't know what 1 minute Big Mac is. But
That's what they called me in college.
hey, so
I always ask them, and they get offended at this. I say, "What's the hottest thing you got back there? What's the freshest?" And that one time, that guy was like, "It's all fresh," and he was like, "Fighting."
No.
I'm like, "That's not true."
No, it's not.
It's not. If I get a fillet of fish right now, it's been sitting there for like 2 hours.
definitely
Don't want it.
Definitely. Why would you get a fillet of fish when you go to McDonald's?
Right.
It's so good.
Yeah, you know why? Because Daddy Trump likes him, and he likes him because Daddy Trump likes him.
Way before I ever knew anything about Trump,
I'll just let everybody know.
I can care less what Trump eats.
I worked at McDonald's in high school.
Did you?
I will not eat the filet fish.
It's been sitting out a long time.
Generally, yes.
Oh my
It's 'cause
god, it's probably
unless-
so dry.
Unless
But
it's
if you get a hot one, they are so good.
Unless it's
That's why I order
Friday.
2 or 3 of them. Then just
Unless
throw-
what?
throw them
Unless
right
it's
in the-
Friday.
Yeah.
'Cause then you have the Catholics that are coming in and buying fish on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the traditional Catholics.
So Bane wants us to watch this.
Oh, the 1 minute. Okay, so you have to eat the Big Mac in 1
Oh, I
minute.
could do
I
that.
forgot about
I
that.
can
No, you
fucking-
can't.
Bullshit.
It's hard, bro.
Somebody bring me a Big Mac right now.
We'll do it next week.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, this guy.
I don't want to watch this stupid bastard eat a meal.
Just get nope.
Oh, he's almost done. He skipped like really before.
There's way too many fries. He didn't do it.
Because once you kind of learn the technique,
Is this Kobayashi?
Is this music from him?
but let's get this.
It's really intense
I'm not
music
sure.
for eating a sandwich.
I don't.
Yeah, it's definitely from him.
Wow, dude, chill on your music, bro. Turning this down.
That Coke is the hardest part.
Well, where's he at?
You're the worst hiccups
That's a
ever.
different country, right?
Yeah.
1.
No, it's like New Jersey. He's in McDonald's.
I mean, that's the ring. You got to do the ring first.
I could do this.
It gets hard, dude. It gets pretty hard.
Don't underestimate
next
me,
week
dog.
we're doing it.
All right.
Next week
We
we're
should
doing
look
it.
up that girl.
I
that
will
was
beat
supposed to have
everybody
a
in this
podcast
room.
and stop
Holy
returning my
crap!
texts.
Okay, I guess you have to eat the whole.
Oh my God, you Brent, you
That's
can't
not
do this.
enjoyable at all.
No. I can do the sandwich, not the fucking fries, too.
I mean, that's pretty
That's a
crazy.
large fry, too.
No, we've tried it on tour, and it's not easy.
He's gonna do
He's got a big mouth, dude.
Is this Kobayashi?
No, it's
This is Kobe.
Now, does he have to drink the
That's the
Coke
only
too?
like.
I think he does. I think he has to drink. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he goes. There
He's
he goes.
gonna barf.
He's at a
gonna
minute
barf so
7.
hard.
What's going on here?
His body's about to
A minute 10.
kill him.
Okay, that sucks. That wasn't fun.
Did you know you can go to McDonald's and ask them to replace the beef in a Big Mac with 2 chicken patties?
Dude, I
Chicken
think he beats
Wait,
the record.
what?
I
Get
did
Chicken
not know
Mac,
that,
dog.
but gross.
Chicken Mac.
Yeah.
The chicken instead of the beef on the Big Mac.
You get 2 chicken patties instead of 2 beef
They
patties.
should probably call that a Chick Mac, right?
It's a Chicken Mac.
Chick Mac.
Chick
Big
Magnet.
Mac. Chick Mac.
Chick
Right?
Magnet.
Big Mac still, doesn't have anything with burgers.
Oh, Chick Magnet. That's a great idea. Actually. So anyways,
All right.
let's ask another question.
Hold on. Wes had a question that we didn't answer, and by we I mean Nighthawk.
Take away the YouTube.
Bane the fat. What'd you say? Oh, take it away. I thought you were still looking up something. Sorry.
I asked earlier, what schools have you gone through, and what was, I don't want to say the most difficult, but I guess which was most challenging? Like, which tested you the most?
Okay, so
Most difficult.
let's see. So I've been to the military freefall course, which it's basically the military version of skydiving. Tons of fun. Honestly.
How's your back?
Actually, not bad.
Okay.
So when you're at like normal static line parachuting is terrible.
I never understood that.
I hit the ground so hard because it's easy because you literally just jump out of the airplane, you ride your parachute to the ground. Like it's very simple. You don't have a lot of control, so you don't. There's not a whole lot of chance for messing things up.
Right.
Whereas free fall, you actually have to know like how to fly your body through the air, how to deploy your parachute, and then how to fly your parachute until you get to the ground, and then.
That's probably so fun.
It is. It is so much fun. And then your canopy is so much more controllable, so you can actually do a stand-up landing. Static line. You're just under this big round umbrella thing, and you just slam into the ground. I mean, you got your light guys that are like, $150, and like they come down and they're like, "Oh, that feels so great." And then I'm over here like 210, and I'm just like making divots.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, shut up.
Just heels first.
Dude, I mean, you went skydiving.
I did.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you been?
Fuck no.
Okay. Sorry. But no, I mean.
You?
No.
That video you sent was so funny, by the way. With the guy losing his camera out the little window.
Dude. Oh, if you watch it 3 times in a row, like the more that camera goes out the window, it's so funny.
Hey, Jake, you got another one in there for me?
Oh shit! I was supposed to grab more drinks.
I did. I went skydiving one time. I am not by any means
And
an expert.
how-
I was strapped to another dude.
Yep.
And it was very.
And you guys became best friends.
I got this sexy my bang
for a minute there.
We didn't.
He like
It
came
was,
and visited you guys or something.
It was very no.
Did he come over party with you
guy
guys?
we already knew.
Oh, my bad.
We went with people. We went with a guy that we did know. He was actually used to be married to Crystal Brenzinger. I know y'all know her. She married.
the British dude.
Yeah,
Hi.
Yeah, he was cool.
Hi. He took us skydiving.
Is it true that most of the time it's literally just the actual parachute part? Like it's not the skydiving is like so quick. Apparently, I don't know.
It's pretty quick. The free fall part
It's like
pretty
super
quick.
long.
But honestly, you kind of get over that pretty quick, and you're like, well, go ahead and pull it. When you pull it, you can actually like see everything. It's like the
Enjoy
best
it.
view ever. Yeah. Just
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Looking at the bridge.
Do you remember
just
growing up when
Chesapeake
they used to do skydiving out of Hollywood, and you would just come down 235 or 5 or whatever, and
I
just
don't
and see
remember that.
dozens of parachutes.
I don't remember that.
They don't do it anymore out of there because of the base. But growing up, I would go to like the movies with my dad on Sundays or whatever. There'd be freaking 12 parachutes in the sky.
That'd be a fantastic view.
Is jump school?
Oh yeah.
Is jump school required for? I mean, not everybody in the Army. I guess the airborne guys do it, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, you have like the 82nd Airborne Division, 173rd Airborne Brigade. You got a couple airborne units in the Army where it is required to go to basic airborne course before you're allowed to go to those organizations.
And so, like, the whole point of that is so that we can land an entire fighting force and all their equipment somewhere they need to be
Quickly.
where we can't drive them there, right?
Set up.
Behind
Exactly.
enemy line, right?
Yeah.
Like, people don't really think, like, oh, cool, we got guys that can parachute.
It's
Well,
literally
also,
probably
like,
the
it's their
scariest thing,
It's their
dude.
whole thing, right? So your tanks, it's your Hummers, it's your weapons, it's whatever. All just getting dropped in some
Can you move
grenade somewhere.
the stuff away from your mic? Yeah.
So when I grew
Right
up
there,
in,
right there. It's good. It's fine. It was just rubbing it.
growing up in Fort Bragg, one of the things you would do is actually like go and watch them all jump out of the plane. Because Fort
Yeah.
Bragg, before 9/11,
They just dump out.
there was no gates. Like you could just drive right through Fort Bragg because it's so big.
Yeah.
And like for like field trips, we would go there and they would just all jump out of the planes and
That's awesome.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Then you had like the Golden Knights. There's like their skydiving group.
Oh, yeah, those
and,
dudes
like,
are pretty incredible.
Yeah.
They're cool, but the Blue Angels rule the world,
dude,
dude. They're the best to watch, dude. They were so
When
cool
was
as
the
a
last
kid.
time we had an air show at PAX? It's been a long time.
It has probably.
The terrorists won, Brent.
Oh, God damn it.
They're busy
Can't
fighting.
do anything.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah, stupid
Dude,
idiot. That's why you're in the ocean.
I love air shows. It's my favorite part of NASCAR races. the
Dude, we
flyover.
just went to one in Ocean City. They still have them there.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw the blue. Yeah, I saw the Blue Angels there. They
Golden Knights.
That's where I saw the Raptor. Just slapped your thumb.
Right.
You did.
Strike kiss it.
One of them shut down recently. That I didn't like that.
Do you know? Dude, I was like researching the Raptor. It's $156
You love the
million
Raptor.
plane. Do you know how many we have? And they're the baddest
Dude,
bitches
'cause
on
you
the
told me,
planet.
so I'm not going to answer.
Okay.
I don't know. How many?
Well, we only have 8 that we practice with, but there's 196 of those things ready to go.
Look.
That's
You are
crazy.
really into them.
I love that jet. Dude.
Fucking Lockheed.
That jet's the scariest thing in the world. The only problem with it is it can't carry as many missiles.
I want to work on that program.
But it could do the craziest
How do I
maneuvers.
get on that program?
What program?
The Raptor program. Is there an F-22 program down here?
The Lightning, F-35.
They said one guy in the Air Force was saying that one guy, like I really can't remember names for the life of me. Like, so yeah. Anyways, one guy was saying like if they were to encounter, I think it was
a comment on
it was
YouTube or
either
something?
no, it was either Russia or China. No, it was during an article I was reading about these things, and he said instead of like actually setting this into a fight with like the top plane from Russia or China, they would just send in like an F-16 or something like that instead of that.
Like, not worth its time.
It's not worth that thing's time, basically.
Yeah.
So basically, we're not going to use them until they're obsolete, and then
It's ridiculous,
Well,
right?
that's
Isn't that right?
That's what-
like, wouldn't you just rather just take that thing out like as quick as possible?
Well, you also have to worry about, though, the more encounters we have with enemy aircraft, the more they're going to learn the capabilities of the F-22. So if you're trying to safeguard that for because
When you need it.
right now the F-22 is a generation ahead of whatever Russia or
Everything.
China has, as far
Yep.
as we know. I mean, China has reverse engineered the F-22. Like, that's a little scary.
I saw that thing,
But
it's pretty wild. Do you remember what it's called? I saw a
don't
picture
remember.
of it. It looks awesome.
Yeah,
they always
But
do that.
how do
steal
they
everything,
how do they
reverse
get one?
engineer it.
they are
Punks.
They're brilliant.
Very skilled at intelligence gathering.
Well,
We
it's
said-
funny that you said like reverse engineering. North Korea reverse
There
engineering.
you go.
Mercedes.
Look how scary that joint looks. Look how scary that thing looks. That thing
What's
looks.
that Chinese version?
I think that.
A20.
Yeah, I think that is it.
F-23.
I've seen it black though. I'm not a big fan of the Tesla color, the Tesla truck color.
So,
Y'all need
The old Tesla jet.
Yeah, you need a flat black.
Looks like
So-
they
need a wrap on that jet.
and try to
So
make it to a plane.
You only take your turtlenecks in black or slightly darker black?
Yes. Yeah.
We got a question in the chat.
Yeah, what's up?
Matt Miller wants to know, Nighthawk, how does Ranger school compare to SEAL school? Do you believe? I guess. What do you believe?
All right, that's a very interesting question. I've actually never been to either.
He's a Green Beret, Matt.
But no,
This fucking guy.
I mean, it's a good question because the Army, especially, you have Ranger School and then you have the 75th Ranger Regiment. So you have two different groups of people that can be classified as Rangers, and it's correct to say that both are Rangers, but they're totally different. Ranger School is a leadership school that the Army uses. Pretty much every infantry officer is required to go. I mean, you're not required to go. It's just if you want to have any chance at a future in your career, you have to go and have that Ranger tab. It's just all small unit patrolling in just terrible conditions. You go to the mountains, you go to the swamps of Florida, and it's just miserable. Like, dudes, you're getting no sleep, you're getting no food. Like, legit guys start hallucinating, like walking into trees, like falling asleep while they're walking.
I mean, I could see that happening to Brent for sure.
So my dad went to Ranger school.
Hey,
and said
hey,
people were
hey, hey,
literally
just right
people
to
were
a tree.
literally eating out of the garbage can.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
At night when like everybody would like go away, they'd sneak and eat food out of the garbage can.
Because they're that hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And delirious.
What, you got a candy bar in your pocket?
Bro, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, when you're like broke. No, I'm not even talking about like poor, but when you're broke, you literally will do like anything almost. Like, as in like go steal from wherever, like whatever it takes.
When you're hungry, you're going to eat.
You're gonna find a way,
Yeah.
dude. You will find a way. I promise. We're real comfortable, like you were saying earlier in our
Adapt and
It'll
overcome, yeah.
post Monday our interview. It's really cool. I love it. But you adapt and you will make it work. Just like you, afraid of paintball. But what happened when you went out there?
Oh, I turned into fucking John Rambo.
He turned into Rambo out there. He was the first one to dive into a creek,
Nice.
just underwater.
Nice.
He's like ready to go. I'm telling you, shit kicks in, and you're just like you can turn into a little monster. Whether your shot's good or not, I don't know. But I mean,
That was what. God, that was a
You
fun
did a
day.
180 that day.
Yeah.
He was
nice.
legit.
he
like,
needed
I'm out.
it. He needed us to be dicks and him to be a little like
You
baby
actually
about
needed
it.
Adam on that day.
Yeah, I did.
We probably would've turned
What I
around.
didn't need was Adam taking moonshine to breakfast.
No one needed that.
The one time in my life I needed Adam Holmes to open his stupid fucking mouth was on that trip.
I mean, Adam needs one of those days, but like the other way.
Right. Like not pissing in closed businesses.
We're not going to the party, Adam. We're not going to the party.
No.
He's like, yes, we are. Yes, we are in the back seat.
I'm in the front going, hey,
Yay, we're not going to the party.
Right.
He needs one of those nights. He needs one of those
Dude,
nights.
I wanted out of that truck so fucking bad.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
He told us to drop him off 30 streets away from where we were staying.
I was down like,
I had a
Jake was
full-on
like, nah, dude.
had a full-on panic attack.
all right, so that's Army Ranger
Yes.
partial school.
Ranger School.
Okay, that's Ranger school.
So the 75th Ranger
Ranger
Regiment, they run their Ranger Assessment Selection Program, or it's called RASP. It used to be called RIP. Basically, it's 8 weeks long. It's their selection process for guys who want to serve in the 75th Ranger Regiment. So those guys, they're pretty awesome. Like, they are great at killing things. Honestly, like right now,
love
like
that.
and maybe not right now, but like 3 or 4
Somebody
years
say that
ago,
about me.
like the most combat experience outside of like, the secret dudes, the most combat experience in the military was in the 75th Ranger Regiment, because those guys were just going to Afghanistan and Iraq back to back to back to back to back, just going.
Easy kills, baby.
Running raids all the time.
Super high
kicking
KKD,
doors.
baby. Super high kill death ratio.
Rangers are awesome.
God, they're like 1 in 38.
They're fantastic people. Yeah. So again, that's a different thing. Again, they got their selection process is also, it's pretty tough because again, it's a tough place to work, and they got to weed out weak people. So that's 75th Ranger Regiment as opposed to Ranger School. And then the Navy, they have buds where SEALs go. And
You ever see that guy on YouTube?
Bud
that
sounds way
busts
better.
fake Navy
The
SEAls.
Stolen Valor guy.
Yeah. Dude, I love
Don
that
Shipley?
Shipley.
Yeah.
I love that guy, but I hate him at the same time.
I mean,
I
come
love
on,
him,
dude.
but God, he seems like such a dick.
It's like the shopping cart guy.
yeah, like what? I don't know what is going on in his life that he thought the best thing to do was to just find people who are lying about being Navy SEAls and just shame them forever.
Like it's not obvious.
And then,
Like videos forever.
Dude,
Glad he's
Yeah.
out there.
I mean, dude, he travels across the country to ruin people's lives.
Exactly.
Bro, okay, listen, how hard would that be? We're like, all right, so we're going to set out, right? We're going to make some videos about guys in stolen valor. Like, where do you even start?
Right.
Like, where would we go? Where would we go?
VFW.
VFW.
I actually.
Hey, what'd you do?
Hold on.
So hardcore.
The moose. I'm not gonna go too far into depth of it, but I know somebody very, very personally in my life who is telling people he was in the military and did like cool shit around town. Yeah. I can't
I don't
really
understand that.
dude.
I don't understand it either. Like, what are you getting from
He's
it?
such a piece of shit, and
I don't even like wearing camo because I feel like
Right?
a fake wearing.
Right.
It. Like,
That's not true. I love camo. I don't know what Wes is talking about.
And then you got Jesse
Wearing
Ventura going, I
camo is
was a
weird.
goddamn Navy.
Wearing camo is not weird.
unless you're in the military, I think it's weird.
No, it's not.
Or hunting.
You're wearing a little
Or
piece.
hunting.
Actively hunting.
You're wearing a little piece of camo.
Like
It's fine.
the NFL does those camo hoodies. Like, I'm not wearing a camo hoodie.
I fuck
Like,
with the NFL
those are
shit.
tight. What are you
I
talking
am
about?
too.
You little fake boy.
like you can't wear a camo unless you're hunting, like Jake said, or you're in the military,
I fuck with the NFL shit hard though. Like I've got the Dolphin shit on lock.
or unless you're doing paintball, I guess.
Yeah.
It actually is very effective in paintball, but
I mean,
anyway.
camouflage works for a reason. It's great. And,
I'm sorry for interrupting your bud story.
when it comes to stolen valor, honestly, I don't hate those guys. I mean,
They know they suck. They know they suck.
I feel sorry for them.
yeah.
Right.
Again, what is going on in your life where you feel the need to come up with this lie that you have to tell people to feel good about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, dude. Like, again, I don't know where you're at in your life where you feel like you need to do that. Like, come on.
Like there's some people that went through it and they're like literally going through it back home safe.
Right.
In their mind. And you're out there like pretending like you went through that.
But there's also
that's
there's
crazy.
also plenty of people that have been through Ranger, your Green Beret, your Buds, whatever, and they come home and don't talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. They don't want any recognition for it.
It's not natural to talk about it when
Right.
they've actually done it.
Right, exactly. That's my point. Like they did it and they're proud of it, and like they know.
Honestly, you gotta
Inside, they know they're the man. They don't need to go to the bar and be like, I killed 6 people in Afghanistan.
you gotta have balls to do it. Let's be real, because
Right.
it's terrifying for me to even think about that. And they ask me anything.
Right.
They ask me anything about anything. I'm like, there's a green beret, there's a tan beret,
There's I think he might have said something about maroon.
the maroon beret. I don't know what that's for.
It's actually
That's
raspberry
wounded?
colored.
Oh, I love raspberries.
And I am shamed.
I don't
know if you guys are-
When was the last time you had a raspberry, Doug?
No,
know.
he sees some of Prince. Raspberry.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the duffel blog. It's like the Onion for the military.
Oh, yeah. It's so
And when,
funny. It's
when
so
Prince
funny.
died, they had like this
Raspberry.
army. I mean, it was a fake article, but this fake like Army Airborne general was saying, "Yeah, for years we've had this maroon beret, but really all along we knew it was raspberry colored."
Oh yeah, dude.
This is a
Y'all,
tribute
you've
to
never
Prince.
seen Duffel Blog?
No,
I've seen it. No,
I've never seen
Babylon
it.
B or the
Yeah,
Onion.
yeah. Highly
But it's
recommend
all
it.
military.
It's hilarious.
Bro, there's
Very funny.
something that hits different when like people share obviously fake stuff and like not the Onion or Babylon Bee really that much anymore, but when there's obviously Photoshop stuff and people are like commenting on it like this is ridiculous.
Oh yes.
I mean, that's like the biggest thing right now.
Yeah, everyone's said it.
Everyone's like, okay, I'll buy this.
Waldorf for $32 or whatever.
Half-eaten bag chips and a Gatorade.
I almost made a meme today too of it because we got to stay relevant, guys.
Yeah.
But I almost made a really good meme today. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah, Duffel Blog's fantastic. Highly recommend.
That's
Like,
great.
If you're in the military, like, it's so funny because the regulations and stuff like that they're making fun of are just hilarious.
Yes.
All right.
But, yeah, Navy SEALs.
Favorite war movie?
War movie. Black Hawk Down, hands down.
Really?
Stalkers. That's Wes's people.
Was that
Wes is shocked that you're saying
Owen Wilson? Was that Black Hawk?
No. That's
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett.
I'm thinking Behind Enemy
I
Lines.
know Wes loves Josh Hartnett.
It's good.
I know he does.
Luke Wilson.
I fucking know he
Luke
does.
Wilson, not Owen Wilson.
Wow.
How good is
I'm
the book?
behind enemy lines.
You read the book?
I have read the book, yeah.
It's so good.
Yes.
That guy Michael Durant.
Yes.
That guy's tough.
I think my favorite war movie is Under Siege. Those big boobies.
You bring that up all the time.
Really?
No, I'm
Black Hawk Down.
I'm being facetious, dude.
No, it's fine.
Favorite non-war movie?
Superbad.
Oh no, that's up there. That's up there.
No, for sure.
Honestly, it's either got to be Step Brothers or Super Troopers.
Nice.
Oh, Super Troopers is a poll.
Super Troopers is
That was a good one.
Did you
funny.
hold on? Did you have a
So
sweet stash
funny.
when you were a cop?
I tried,
Yeah.
and it didn't take.
Damn.
However, I very recently had a stellar stash, and I had it for a while, like way out of regs. Unfortunately, there I was at my desk in my team room, and Battalion Sergeant Major just happens to walk by. And he comes to the door, he's talking to somebody else about something totally different, and he just happens to see me. And I mean, he didn't chew me out. I gotta respect it.
He would chew you out for that?
I mean,
that
yeah, I was
regulation?
way out of regs.
Oh, like
Way
it was like twirled
It
up.
was like a sweet
it was-
Fu Manchu.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
It was good.
Fucking Raleigh fingers over here.
I'd be like, I can't see over there.
So
It's way down there. I can't see.
again, he comes in and he's like,
Soldier.
he's
Soldier.
he's nice about it. He's like, hey, obviously your mustache is out of reg. And I was like, yes, I know this. That's the whole point of having it.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
he wanted
Rebellion.
he wanted to have a discussion, and ultimately it was, okay, you know what? You're the boss. I work for you. So, you know what? I understand.
I could see it actually. Exactly what you had.
He wanted me, he said, he's like, look, I'm not telling you to shave it off.
I can see it.
You need to trim it up. Actually, I have a picture. I can show you guys after this.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't have to shave it off. I'm not telling you to shave it off. Just trim it up, make it more respectable. I was like, okay, you know what? I really appreciate that you didn't just come in here and just chew me out about it. So that night I was sitting there and I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? If I shave this thing into regs, it's going to look ridiculously stupid. The whole point of having the mustache was that it was so far out of regs that it was great. It was glorious.
But you have
I was
to trim it.
And I was like, if I'm trimming this thing up to comply, then that defeats the purpose of having it in the first place. So I just shaved it off.
My dad had one, and I still remember it was the only time he ever had one in his life.
His dad was retired Navy.
Yeah, 26 years, I think. But he was corpsman, so he worked in the
Nice,
Marines a
nice,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah. We were always on a Marine base, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's where 29 Palms was like.
They're like the least fun.
29 Palms is in the middle of nowhere.
That is.
But it sticks out so much more to me. I liked that place. I did like the desert. But I was a kid on the base. I was
Fair
going
enough.
out and playing the desert and stuff. I had a great time catching lizards and stuff. But anyways, I had more questions. I had, more?
Well, no, I was just saying, I don't think I ever finished Matt's
Oh,
question.
yeah, you're right. Sorry, we never
What
finished
was that?
the-
We never finished anything,
It
dude.
was Rangers versus Navy SEAls, then we got onto Don Shipley, and
Dude, it's very, we tangent everywhere. So
so I'm sorry, Matt.
I forgot Matt even asked a question.
Now, Buds is it's a totally different thing. It's incredibly difficult. What they're selecting for somebody who's very physically fit and just honestly just
A monster.
monsters.
Oh,
Monsters.
definitely.
Nice.
How many?
Definitely monsters.
How many SEAls have we interviewed? 2 or 3?
One.
One.
No, we had 2. Just the one?
I think
one
Jake
down-
would know.
Welcome
yeah.
to zero.
The one detective. The one
We haven't
detective.
walked into any other ones, just walking in yet.
Yeah, they're just not just walking around out there.
No, it was just one, for real.
I think there's a few in my woods. They're just scared to
What
come
was
in.
his name?
Jake Freeman.
Yeah.
Jake Freeman. Oh, are we allowed to say names?
Yeah.
Well, he's out. He's a goddamn cattle rancher.
Halter Mark. I want to get it back on just to talk about the ranch stuff.
And also, he has a kid, but I don't know. I think he just had him when he was on with us.
He did.
Yeah. Oh, right. And I see him now, and I'm like, I'm there. I think our kids are the same age.
He's like wearing chaps and shit. Like,
It's the best. Do you have any kids?
Need to have him on.
We didn't ask you. Did you have any kids? Do you have any kids?
I do have kids, yeah.
How many?
3.
Whoa.
That's all I gotta say.
So does Wes.
I mean, it's the best.
3 girls?
Brent thought he was gay when he first got here. So.
Dude.
I mean, guys, Wes.
You fucked me up. For our listeners, they're gonna get a little preview before.
He read one text.
But
He read one text out of 100 that we sent.
so I knew we had a guest today.
I mean, me and you were like prepping. We're like, I just sent some questions back and forth. Yeah.
I didn't edit it because they were so good, and I just had a few.
We didn't even really do.
I text our group and I said, "Hey guys, I know we have a guest today, but like, maybe I was drunk or spaced out on
You're like, who is it? And somebody said like can't say his name. I was like, I'm not gonna. I don't know.
Right,
I can't remember what we said.
it's a guy. He's enlisted. He's got cool stories, and then Wes goes, he's enlisted and gay, and we can't talk about it because we can't. Don't ask, don't tell. And I went, all right.
And I guess we just talked about the gay cowboy last week.
Oh, we did.
So it's like maybe you believe that.
I-
because of
no,
that.
Wes said it's don't ask, don't tell, so he can't tell you or something like that.
Yeah, because
Brent just decided that that's true.
like, I mean, that's all you needed to tell him. And he was like, yep, okay, got you.
Yeah, like-
I won't say a word. He's gay.
By the way, Obama got rid of that like in 2000. And, like,
I know. It's also gone.
Okay, my
This
bad.
dude's out there throwing frags like this. And I said frags. With an R. With an R. I said R.
Oh, and frags.
that's hilarious.
They don't even pull the pin. They want to play a game of toss.
Fucking frag out.
Whoever pulls a pin loses.
Oh my god.
That's the worst. I'm sorry. Okay.
We got to clip that.
That one headline's killing me. Russian Navy invades bottom of Black Sea.
What's up, Robert?
Oh, there was a great meme I saw. It was where
Nah, Rob, we're all late to the party, dude.
it was a picture of that Russian ship that sunk.
Yeah.
And it said, they told me I could be anything I wanted to be, so I became a submarine.
Yeah, dude. Submarines are terrifying.
I think they thought Ukraine like sunk that. I think it sunk on its own accord, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it sunk on its own.
Like
I mean,
they were towing it and they just lost control.
Yeah.
Like, think about the dudes in history that were like the first in submarines.
oof.
Terrifying, right?
Yeah,
That's
terrible.
a terrifying job.
Did you watch that
Still,
movie yet
but-
on
So
Apple
I
TV?
didn't watch it, but I read the book.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, what was
I
that
read-
movie called?
Greyhound.
I read the book.
Greyhound.
Was it Greyhound?
Yes.
I was thinking of a bus.
Greyhound. I read
That's
the
good.
book instead.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the movie. It's called The Good Shepherd.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
And they
So the book's
are
called The
battling
Good Shepherd.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this book? So, in
So
World
the
War
book
II,
probably pumped you up for the movie.
got super pumped.
Yeah.
In World War II, we had so many merchant ships that were basically supplying Europe with food, all the warfare,
Hey, real
material,
quick.
everything.
Real quick. If you're on your little streaming service and you see that movie and the new Game of Thrones, which one are you picking? The new Game of Thrones season. Which one are you picking?
There's a new Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I didn't know that.
What? You didn't know that?
It's
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I screwed up. I'm sorry, guys.
People made it and everything.
Yes, and it's the history.
You haven't
It's
watched it
going
yet?
back to Daenerys Targaryen.
You haven't watched it?
It's all the Targaryen. No, it's not out yet.
Oh.
But if they're both up there, the first episode and the Greyhound.
Just
I
get
can push
Greyhound
that
out of the way.
aside. Yeah, I can push that aside. I can do that mentally.
Titans
It's not,
just
I can
traded
do that.
AJ.
You're gonna watch
To the
Game of Thrones.
Eagles.
You're gonna watch Game of Thrones.
Are you
No.
kidding me?
Oh,
I can push that aside, I think.
He don't want to be there.
So, World War II.
terrible question, by the way.
Wes
Go
is
ahead.
crying because he lost a big receiver on the Titans, which, who cares?
We're literally trying to derail Jake as hard as we can.
Of course.
We're just testing.
World War II.
This is our
Merchant
test.
ships, Liberty ships, and just regular ships that were just at sea working, that were basically supplying Europe because they had all the supply lines were cut off, right? So they started doing convoys, like 30, 40 ships at a time would go. They'd all wait, and then they'd all go. And they'd have a Commodore, like, in charge of them. And then they'd have an escort of, like, 4 or 5 destroyers from Canada, Britain, Australia, U.S., a lot of U.S., obviously. And they'd work together, and then they would try to protect these ships from submarines. And that's the book. The book is basically 2 or 3 days in the life of the captain of the guy that was in charge of the escorts. And he basically, they get in a major fight with a submarine, and actually the submarine has to surface and fight it out, on top. But it's just wild. Wow. I can't imagine. First of all, the ship life was wild. I cannot imagine being on a sub.
The water.
You have no idea what's going on ever until you come up and look.
They be down for like a month.
They see you.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was terrible back then. Like, it's terrible now on a sub. You know it was terrible back then.
What happens when someone, like, loses their mind a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens then? Like, and you got a guy that's freaking out. Like, what do? He can't go out for a smoke break.
I'm sure they have like a...
A chill out room?
I'm sure they have like an immediate response, like in the book, like, okay, if somebody freaks out, this is what we do, because I'm sure it's happened.
Right. But I'm sure, like, I'm just trying to guess what that is.
But
like,
they were still making the doctrine during the war. Like, it was new. They just came out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Like, they didn't have 50, 60 years of like, stuff.
Think about the dude that swallowed it, though. And, like, he felt that panic, but, like, he was, like, swallowing
people
it.
go crazy on ships all the time.
I know, but imagine underwater. You can't go outside for a smoke break.
Dude,
I don't smoke, but I'm saying, like, I can imagine being underwater and be like, hey, I need to get out.
I've been on a ship for about an hour and never want to get on another one. Ever.
So imagine going to Mars, like, and one of Elon's little ships, and they go out there, right? And you got to, like, start putting things together, right?
I think it was
Dude, I was on a ship for like 20-something days
That
straight
would be
without
scary.
getting
You're
off.
not getting back.
That sucks.
I was on like a Dutch-built frigate for like the Portuguese owned. Nope. I mean,
they couldn't think of a better word than frigate.
It's a good word. It probably had a purpose.
You like that word?
It was a cool boat. And
frigate.
the
I
weapon systems on this thing were awesome, but the close quarters of the fucking thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's not tight.
Those things are built to be lethal and win wars. That's it. They're not made for like.
They're not for you to be comfortable watching Netflix at night, there, bud.
All right, what you got for Nighthawk? Since
Hey there,
we got
bud.
a guest. What you got, Mike? On the question.
Oh yeah.
Hey, do we have any more chat up? What's going on? I get this off here.
So
Please.
I said, what are some things you don't think typical civilians are worried enough about? We did talk about that. I said,
Did an answer? Oh, you said just be uncomfortable. Basically,
we're too comfortable.
Yeah.
I would personally say probably hacking is a lot more.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't think enough people are. Everyone's password's the same dang thing.
you just don't care about it until they.
You don't care about it until they get you.
I'm literally in that boat right now.
All right, dude,
I have stuff I need to fix, and I haven't fixed it yet.
Well, I know Wes is on my
a hacker doesn't get me in the meantime.
Wes is on my algorithm all the time. He's like in my little trail as I go through the internet watching
you're on my
videos.
trail,
He's
or
somehow in my algorithm. He's like catching all my videos.
We're the same person.
So
What he means by that is every time Wes sends out a video to
I'm like, I just saw it yesterday.
It's like I just saw that. Like
Yeah.
you're literally following.
he's following my little
through the
trail.
internet.
He's in my wake. So
Wes thinks he's leading, but I'm not sure.
nah, he's definitely just
I
following.
lead. Sometimes I lead.
He's on my little. I got a little
We take
bait.
turns.
I got a little bait tail back there. He's following.
Sometimes he holds.
I
my
let him
pocket.
think sometimes so that he keeps up.
Yeah.
But anyways, so what the hell was I talking about?
Hacking.
Yes. So there's this guy that actually hacks them back, right? Because it's actually a pretty simple process. The Indians in India, the way they handle it with. That's what they are, Jake. You don't need to laugh at it.
You didn't need to say that.
That's what they are. They're Indians.
I know.
Okay. Well, that's what they are. They have actual service centers.
What they
They have IP address that this guy finds out, and he finds out exactly where they're at. He'll even say what floor they're on, what city they're in, everything, because it is that easy when you're hacking. So he'll say it back. He'll act like a woman sometimes. He'll act like this. It's called Scammer Payback.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. Very fun to watch.
when they're trying to hack
Dude,
somebody, he hacks them.
Yes,
back.
because they get access to a computer, but they don't realize. I mean, they do realize, but usually a normal person wouldn't realize you have access to theirs too. So
Right.
he'll go right into theirs.
goes
He'll start deleting pretty much everything.
Straight to the webcam.
He'll even pull.
Straight to the webcam.
Oh yeah, he'll pull pictures off of their computer.
Right.
Like, hey, who's this guy? And it'll be them.
Don't hide. What
yeah,
are you doing?
it's so great, and it makes you feel so good because everyone's been hacked at least once or scammed at least once.
Dude, somebody used my bank account to buy Turkish airline flights the last month.
Dude, I was paying for I was paying for someone's Netflix in South America for like a year and a half. I was like, enjoy that, bud. You see Outsider? Did you see
They're probably relatives.
No. No.
Okay, do you guys watch
No.
Seinfeld?
Wrong continent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was the episode where the guy stole his car and it's got a car phone.
Yeah.
So they call it car phone. And so like now the guy like starts building a relationship with Jerry where he calls him like, and so Jerry's like explaining to him like how to like turn on the windshield wipers or turn on the heat or something.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Why is Seinfeld always funny? Because it's literally about nothing.
It's
so funny.
It's still
So good.
relevant. It's still relevant.
Dude, let me tell you a quick story.
All right.
Chris is a guy that we know.
Yes.
Maybe Nighthawk does, maybe he doesn't. And
Yeah.
he just got into Seinfeld.
And he probably
Never
loves
watched
it.
in his entire life.
Are we talking about Chris the Stoner?
I mean, that's not what he's known for, Brent.
I mean,
how is Chris
Act like you've been somewhere there.
not into Seinfeld? That's my question.
never seen it before until about, I don't know, 6 months ago.
This
now
guy.
is completely addicted
Just
to it. It's
into
his
it.
favorite show, has seen every episode multiple times,
Yeah.
watches it all the time. I just think that's hilarious how you can get it. Like, you missed it by 20 years.
We just got a question.
Dude, the
for
first
Nighthawk.
Seinfeld is like the pilot's over 30 years old.
Someone want to read the question to Nighthawk here?
Nighthawk, do you feel appreciated by Americans for your efforts? From Jackson.
Absolutely. One of the coolest moments in my military time was I think we were actually on our way to Afghanistan my first time. We were flying through Maine. Like, for whatever reason, we flew from Cherry Point, North Carolina. We flew to Bangor, Maine.
Nice
The
name.
plane refueled, and like we got off the plane for a little bit. It was the middle of the night, and like there were, I don't know, probably between 50 and 100 people there. Like, as we came off the plane, all holding signs like, we love you, thank you for your service.
That is a
And it was incredible. I was like, wow, these people actually like took time out of the middle of the night
to make that and come out.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's
And I was
awesome,
like, this is
They
incredible.
don't know any of you. Maybe they know one.
Exactly. I don't even know how they knew we were coming. But somehow, somebody
Someone
leaked it.
spilled.
Maybe
Yeah.
All right, who talked?
Got hacked.
Do you think it was like a regular pattern though? I mean, maybe it was. Just
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it's
We
the
got
normal thing.
Everyone's pointing guns on the plane. Who told them we were here?
And it's fantastic.
Spider-Man.
No, it's great. I mean,
It's gotten worse, though, right?
I haven't seen it.
That's good.
That's actually great.
I usually try.
The last people we want to see that is
Yeah.
people serving.
Yeah, I usually try to distance myself from the military when I'm not like in uniform. I try to look. I mean, the mustache, it was great.
Yeah.
One of my proudest moments was flying through. I think it was in Atlanta. I was going through customs. And so I have to show the guy my passport, and he's like, "Oh, where are you coming from?" And I told him, he's like, "Oh, what were you doing there?" I was like, "Oh, I'm in the Army." And he looked at me. He said, "Man, you ain't in the Army." And I was like, "Oh, I love you so much. Thank you so much."
Mission accomplished.
Yes.
That is good.
No, I mean,
Listen, I always preach about this movie, and I don't think any of you guys have ever seen it. It's called Thank You for Your Service. It's one of the best movies ever. Has anyone seen it?
we got like 100 hours.
Miles Teller.
Listen to me. We got 100 hours on like recording with us just talking to each other. I never heard you mention that
I have
once.
mentioned it.
Preaching about it. What are you talking about preaching about? I never heard you talk about this.
Never heard me talk about that movie.
Miles Teller.
Yeah, the drummer dude.
I know who he is. He's awesome.
That movie is
A
so
Whiplash,
good.
bro. On a sound. You got to have a sound system in your house now.
I do now.
Okay. Whiplash.
Rewatch.
Oh, we got to watch Bane's 1 Minute Big Mac too.
Look,
we don't
the
have to,
movie
but we do.
goes-
I know we
it's
need
very
to.
dark. It's very dark, and it's basically 3 or 4 dudes. It's 3 guys. I think it's 3 guys, like best buds, to get back from the Army, and they are just not getting back into civilian life very well.
Oh my gosh,
At all.
Jake. Honestly, there's a fantastic movie with Zendaya's boyfriend, Spider-Man.
You gonna put this up right now?
Do we want to watch it or not?
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. No, it's okay.
We can. I don't
it's
care.
okay.
We don't have to watch the trailer. But anyways, I'd rather talk.
Okay.
There's
Watch the movie. It's great. But I was getting to the thank you for your service when people say thank you for your service. Like, what do you-
here's Bane doing a 1 minute Big Mac out of nowhere.
What?
We have a video of him doing it.
Bane from 2009.
I mean, I'm there. We were on tour.
Look at the haircuts first
mean-
and foremost. Turn it up a little bit there, guy.
All right, little change of pace
This
here.
is Stephen Bain, and this is
There's me in the middle, long ass hair.
Buddy.
There's Michael Manley, Kenny.
That's iPhone 2.
Yeah, there's Bane eating a Big Mac.
He's so
Look at that one bite and then
at
chilling.
Chubby
oh,
Bane.
slow. He's never gonna make it.
Oh, never make it. He's eating
The
so
other guy was
slow.
going so much faster.
Bane is making me mad right now.
He's eating so slow.
He's not even here. He's making
God,
me
imagine
mad.
how good he smells in this fucking video. By the way,
The cameraman's killing it, by the way. Barely has him in it.
This guy over here just watching.
By the way, this is
that's a cardboard cutout.
That's totally
That's a cardboard cutout.
No, it's not.
Cardboard.
that's a cardboard cutout to the
Why
right.
would you cut out that guy ever?
That's a cardboard
Look
cutout.
at this lady.
That's a cardboard cutout.
Wow, they picked the wrong model.
I mean, what camera was this
This is
filmed
the
on?
longest minute of my life.
What camera was this filmed on?
Quick,
Probably that Sony cam, that handy cam that
You
Antonio
can't eat
had.
the sandwich. The guy ate a sandwich and fries.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know what?
I can do the sandwich and the fries. I know I can.
And you know what? There's no timer on the video. What a terrible video this is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Wow. Okay, he did just make
He
it.
did do 1 minute one.
How slow is that?
He ate a
I can
sandwich.
do the sandwich and the
But
fries.
he's also staring at the time.
He's smart.
Okay, I respect.
That's the guy that's usually here, by the way, that just came.
He's usually here.
Huh?
actually.
I respect it.
Look at the hair, dude. Just they all look like
what?
assholes.
He
The
paced
hair
himself.
is so bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't rushing it. He paced himself. He knew what he had to do.
There
I
goes
mean, it's a
Kevin.
weak,
He knocked
it's
it
a
out.
weak
Look at
challenge.
Miller.
Very weak.
That fucking hat.
Look at that hat, dude. What hat was that? Look at Mikey.
It was
Look at
camo.
Kenny.
It's a camo hat.
Oh my god.
Those were good times.
Well, yeah.
Bunch
You're on
of
tour in a band in an RV. That's like the
Just
greatest time
rats. Just rats doing nothing with their life.
Yeah, like it's just crazy.
ever. Nothing like a tour of Afghanistan like Nighthawk has done.
I mean, it was dangerous a
Same
little bit.
time. Same time frame.
It was the same time.
Right.
We were
They're
on
driving
tour,
across the
that's
country eating Big Macs. You're over there eating IEDs. That's fucking great.
Oh my gosh. I mean, look how funny this was. That's the Big Mac now. The Big Mac's in there.
Is that Bane's?
Yeah, it's Bane's belly.
Bane used to be fat.
This is old YouTube.
This is really, it really is old YouTube.
Old YouTube is best YouTube.
This is like 2008
It said 2009.
or 9. Yeah. No, we don't need to see anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up.
I wanna-
I mean, there is some funny. Look at Mike.
Is he in a dress?
Yeah, dude, look at this. We were ahead of the time, dude. Mikey's funny
were
as shit,
ahead of
dude.
the time.
Mikey's funny as shit, dude. Look at him. Look, he waves. He sees you up there. He's like, oh, hey. Oh.
We were ahead of the time.
He used to do that shit when we would drive down the road. He would just point at cars and wave at him like that.
Look at him. It was so random. Okay, I'm turning that off.
Oh, my God.
It is funny, though.
Jake, beer
There's
me.
music and stuff that you're not hearing. Okay, so it's a little weird.
You're all right. I'll supply next
That
week.
was fun, Bane. Thanks for that link. I forget the thing's even up there. Yeah, there's probably some terrible videos of myself up there. Let's go to see
Do we
what
have any
happened.
more questions for Nighthawk? Got him here.
I mean, we asked it kind of earlier, which
studio.
we had it, how would you compare being military to being a cop? We kind of had that already.
Yeah, you'll have to listen on Monday.
Do you speak multiple languages?
That's covered as
how about
well.
this?
I said, what's the physically most impressive feat you've accomplished that you've been dying to let everyone know? I don't know why I typed that last part, but I did.
Okay.
And it's there, and I read it. So,
So
I
Jake's-
like it.
Jake sent me a list of message.
Okay, so you said-
message, and when I saw that, I kind of had a chuckle. I mean, I don't know. That's
I mean, come on, we all do cool things. We kind of want to let everybody know, like,
Yeah,
yo, I
how
did this
fast
one
have you
time.
ran? How many weights have you?
Jake was
lifted?
like, he had to let us know he did his little.
I did.
A minute. What was it? A mile and a half.
21. It wasn't great, but it
Or
was
is it 2 miles?
a mile and a half.
A mile and a half and 10:21.
That's respectable. That's
It's
respectable.
respectable. It's not good for this guy.
I did a mile in 12 minutes the other night.
1 mile in 12
Yeah,
minutes.
it was bad. I take
Dude,
these.
my
I take
fat
these
ass
like 2 weeks off, and
My
I get
fat ass
so
can pull a
slow.
12-minute mile right now.
Dude, if you take 2 weeks off or something, it's only because of my legs.
I would
it's not
never,
because
ever run a 12 minute.
It's the shins.
Jake.
It's your shins.
it's not my lungs. It's not anything.
Acceptable.
It's not. It's nothing else except for my literally my legs feel like they're breaking half.
Me and Jess
I
went
can't help it. I can't help it.
Me and Jess went on like a pretty moderately like
Come on, I've sent you videos of like 8-minute miles.
like
I did send you pictures of
what's
that.
the word?
better.
Like difficult, moderate difficulty hike the other day when we were in Lorraine.
Yeah, he was mad. He did a
was
big
pissed.
Yeah, he went up a mountain and he was
Dude,
mad about it.
It was.
It's a hike,
it wasn't
man.
even-
They're fun.
Don't look at me and like roll your eyes.
Oh,
at
he's
all.
gonna.
Not, but,
He's
like,
gonna. All right, he's looking the other way. Go ahead.
I'm clearly out of shape. Right?
Nighthawk, I love it.
So like, I was like, all right, cool. We're gonna go on a nice hawk.
Nighthawk.
We're gonna go nice hike, and then I'm gonna go get drunk. 4-hour hike, 1,100 feet.
Are you really mad about that?
There's fucking the trail was minimal. We were this close to needing.
Are you mad about it?
No, it was awesome actually.
I know it was. It's always awesome.
but
It's
we
It's
were-
always awesome to do the work.
It's always awesome when it's done.
Reward.
Yeah.
We were this close to needing climbing gear. I'm like, are we hiking or dying?
Climate gear. He said climate gear.
Climbing.
Oh.
Like fucking ropes and shit.
I thought like he was going too high in the air.
blanket
Yeah.
things.
No,
It was too high. I need oxygen.
like to get to the good view.
900 feet.
We had to- It was 1,100. It was 1,100 elevation.
The air gets thin up there.
We need a Sherpa to go up Skyline Drive.
I wanted a Shetland pony to take me back down.
That's so stupid. Perfectly stupid. I love it.
Oh my god, Jake! Did you know that I was hammered when we met up?
Yes,
with
you knew.
dude.
Come on, he's not an idiot.
Both.
He's not an idiot.
We were both three
Listen,
sheets.
So we were in Luray at the same time as Brent and his new person, girl, whatever.
my
This
girlfriend.
new person.
What am I, E.T.?
New person.
New friend that is better than all of the other friends that he currently has.
Thank you.
Ever had.
I cannot wait to answer this.
I'm trying to say another word for girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, but you said currently, like there's.
Oh, he still no. He has like friends that are
I was
girls.
saying she's above every other friend.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Without saying girlfriend. That's all I was trying to say.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we met up with them at a vineyard. It was fun. We drank 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah. We were on, but that was like 7, 8, 9 for us for the day.
I want to say that Brent did a solid for me. I was in a hotel. The kids couldn't handle like going out to eat. We tried, but the wait was too long, so we left. Brent showed up
Drunker.
at the house where I was at, where everyone else was asleep already.
What?
I was watching motocross. It was right down the street.
Yeah.
He brought me like this giant pizza thing.
A big chicken bacon ranch flatbread.
And like a professional charcuterie board. Dude, that was solid.
But the fucked
really
up
do
thing,
appreciate
but
that.
Jess made a good joke about it. She was like,
Why are you driving around like that?
because it was on the way
Lorraine,
home.
there's like no one.
You
around.
both had 9 bottles of
dude,
wine
Lorraine-
that day.
Lorraine-
And you're driving around handing out pizzas. He's like the shitty ass Jesus.
Hey!
He's a shitty Santa.
but,
Shitty Santa.
but Jess made me laugh so hard. She was
Not
like,
ask for it.
Jess was like, you took them a charcuterie board, and we just ate a charcuterie board with them at the vineyard. Like, their whole diet.
We
was
love
cheese.
charcuterie. Yeah.
But it was good. It
Yeah.
was good. And they'd already went to sleep anyway.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Dude,
nothing wrong with that.
I was so drunk at that restaurant. Some random lady asked me to hold her baby, and I was like, "Yep, give me that baby."
Dude, that is the worst. And honestly, when we went out together in Leonardtown,
Yeah.
dude, for some reason when you're drinking and like there's a baby around, you're like, man, I miss my baby.
Exactly. Like, can I just have a
I just want this baby here.
So, we had
And,
a
hold on.
Oh, my bad.
The
my
baby goes back to his parents, and we're all like talking and stuff, and then they turn around and they start talking to us. Bro, I said the dumbest shit. I'm like, you start talking like, like, oh, I got a baby. Let me explain how I know this. And I was like, don't take your baby across the country. I started talking about dumb shit. Like, it made no sense for me to say this.
He just went on a cross-country trip with his kids. Which
Yes.
You just did too, like cross world.
It sucks.
But they flew.
It screws up the whole sleep process.
Yeah, you know.
Hold on.
So I start talking about that. Who the hell cares about that when they're out to eat?
At a restaurant, he's like, "Don't take him on a flight to California."
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why? I was lit up and I was about to leave, and I said that.
Not
I'm
that you
so
would, but
annoyed.
They should have been like, "Don't take him on a private plane that we took to Florida."
I mean, it doesn't matter either way. We went across, and
Not like he was pissing off strangers.
Nah, he had a good time. You're right. He would have
All right.
pissed off strangers for sure.
What else you got for old Nighthawk?
Old night.
Actually,
How big is the Hulk's dick?
Nobody wrote that.
Nighthawk.
ridiculous.
'cause- Okay,
All
sorry.
right, I got a question.
Oh no!
If
Welcome to
you
the
can
Marvel
tell us,
universe.
Yeah.
All right.
what is like the coolest mission you've done where there was like, it was sketchy? And you don't have to tell us like specifics, but I don't know. Tell us whatever you want.
We always want
say-
to. We like a
or
sketchy
say-
story.
or say, I can't tell you. Yeah, whatever.
We
you want,
like
whatever
a
you want.
puckered story.
No, honestly, my best stories come from when I was a Marine.
Look at that. Marines win.
No, so we were.
And you're out of the Marines, so you can say whatever you want now. Yeah.
Were you kicking doors open in Afghanistan?
No,
Okay.
no, like I told you, man, we were just.
He
we would
told
go
you
out-
already. The scary part.
We that was the
That comes
first
out
trip.
Monday. Comes out Monday. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, we would go out. And my second time, we would go out and we do a lot of just observation and stuff. Anyway, so we're in Helmand Province, and our battalion is moving from like the main road that was going through there. Excuse me. We're moving over closer to the actual Helmand River, and there's this really weird line. There's a canal that goes through the desert, and then once you cross, like one side is the desert. Once you cross, it's like super green.
Weird, right?
It's super
kind of
weird.
like it blows your mind.
Yeah, it's like, how is it desert over here and
Yep.
just like lush green over here? And anyway, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
So we cross the canal.
I mean, we know why, Jake.
We go to this. We find this big compound. We move into
People in the
it.
desert know.
We set up, and then so we got this expeditionary bridge that the engineers put across the canal for us. I mean, this thing's. I mean, it's probably like $1 million.
Yeah, for one.
It's this big, like, complex
It's
thing.
like a floating bridge, right?
It's no Raptor, but
It wasn't floating because there was a little dip down in the canal. It was just this like folder bridge that just folds out.
and you could drive across.
can we look it up? Like, I want to see it. Actually, I do.
I have no idea what it's called.
What it would be called?
Expeditionary Bridge.
Expeditionary Bridge. There you go.
Expeditionary.
Something like that.
Oh, let's watch.
Let's
Let's watch him type this.
There we go.
I want to see him type it.
Taking that off the screen because I don't know what's going to pop up in.
Bridge.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my God!
Like that?
Yeah, that's tight.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Okay. It's more like
Kinda.
that one.
This one?
It starts out like that.
No. Okay, go down to bottom row.
Yep.
Bottom row, middle picture right there. That looks more like it.
Okay.
Oh shit! So it's like you got to stick your wheels
you
on
gotta
that,
drive
dude. It's like the
straight.
car wash, bro. Like
Yeah.
to the left, dog. You too far.
They put a deck on
Put
it.
it in neutral.
They put a deck on it so you could actually drive across and it was fine.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so it's over this canal and there's this water going underneath, and we have security on the bridge because obviously it's this big deal. Like if they blow the bridge, like we're kind of stuck.
We got another one, right? Drop another one. We got fake bridges all day, baby.
Yeah, we got all sorts of fake bridges here in
It's
Afghanistan.
$1 million. Screw you.
Let me just get my bridge builders over here. No, so when they put it in and they have like
That's awesome.
like 24/7 security on this thing, and so we go into this compound, we set up security over there, and we're just doing our thing. Then the next morning, we go out. A patrol goes out, and the first truck gets to the bridge. Goes to drive onto the bridge, and like almost as soon as it touches metal, like hits the IED and just
Oh shit!
front of the truck
Snuck
goes
an
up.
ID on the bridge.
They did. So, luckily it was an MRAP. I forget exactly what MRAP stands for. Mine resistant something.
Assistance protocol.
No.
You said that with such
MRAP.
confidence.
I know. I liked it.
Anyway, so
Medium ring.
MSRP.
Mine
Resistant ambush protected.
okay, that's nice.
MSRP.
What's the MSRP on that bridge?
Anyway, so the MRAP hits it, blows up the IED. I mean, luckily MRAPs can take a blast. All the guys inside were fine. They were just a little rattled. But that blew up our bridge. And obviously, like our battalion commander was a little heated.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we had security on the bridge all night long. How did this happen? Well, in the canal, like I said, it like dips down a little bit.
There's a little troll under there.
And there's water that goes through. Found out later, this dude rafted up.
Yep. I
In the
told
middle
you.
of the night, rafted up, came underneath the bridge, put in the IED, and rafted away. We never knew it.
What a
Wow.
What
They
a
got their
puss.
own Navy SEALs over there.
Navy beavers.
And it was super effective. So
That's sick. Like
Yeah.
he probably has like songs written about him.
mad props to this guy.
Yo, dude, try your hardest to sing like an Afghan. You can't.
That's pretty good.
That wasn't bad, right?
So
You gotta be more nasally.
Sorry.
So our commander, obviously, he's pretty heated about
Well,
it.
listen back to that.
And like again, we gotta pull up another bridge from somewhere. So like the engineers start bringing in their stuff and they're getting ready to do it. So my sniper team, they tell us, okay, you guys are gonna go out and we're just gonna put all the security on this thing. So we go out, and I was the point man for my team, and we had to cross the canal to get to the other side, to the desert side. And all that was left, like back in that picture, you saw those like the beams on the sides.
Yep.
All that was really left that was intact was one of those beams, except it was like super twisted. And so it's the middle of the night. And
You try to cross it.
I have on PVS 14s, which night vision goggles, but it's only one, so it goes over one eye, so you have no depth
What?
perception.
That's brutal.
Yeah, I mean it's what we had. It's
Can't
what,
afford that other one, dude. That other one's a little.
it gets pricey.
Got a bridge though.
It gets pricey.
Got a little bridge.
But,
half of one.
So I'm in full kit. I got my
Half
plate
a bridge,
carrier,
half of goggles.
I got my helmet. I got my rucksack on. Like I'm pretty heavy, and like I'm the first guy that has to go across this thing like in the middle of the night.
That's brutal.
And so I'm just like, I don't know. It felt like walking a tightrope, even though it really wasn't.
Tiptoeing in your Jordans over there.
Yeah. And
Looking for you guys. He knows what I'm talking about.
that's a good reference.
missed it.
Family Guy.
Man.
Yeah, Family Guy.
What? I missed it.
Yeah, he was dressed like a clown, and because the other
They'll be
guys
looking for army
they're
guys.
gonna be looking for your army guy.
No, but anyway, middle of the night, Afghanistan. I got like probably a 15-foot drop to the water, and then who knows how deep that water is with the current. And I'm like, if I fall in, there is no way I'm getting out of all this kit and like surviving. I'm straight up dead.
See that guy in that boat from earlier is just watching from somewhere. The little IED guy. That's terrifying, dude. That
I want to know where he got the raft. Did he go to like Sensations and get a raft?
I didn't think they had them there.
Yeah, I know.
Got a little fan on the back. Anyways, you're fine. Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't mind us.
it winds up being a boring story because I made
Yeah.
it across just fine. We all did.
Yeah, but still.
But it was super sketchy. I was like, I'm going to totally fall in this river and drown.
Yeah. But that little son of a bitch.
God, he's
$1 million little son of a bitch. Little troll.
He's a national hero.
Do you think that guy that planted that bomb is still alive right now?
0% chance.
No.
It feels like
A lot of drone strikes, bro.
Nighthawk is like, I can confirm that he is no longer.
That's how they found out he was on a raft. Yeah. How they figured that part out.
Yeah.
He tried to do it again. He died.
Can we ask about Obama?
He didn't make it.
Huh?
Can we ask about Obama?
What about Obama?
You know, since you were serving during that time.
I think he'll tell you a good story.
What you think
actually, about Obama
Yeah?
as it relates to ISIS.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
Good job, Jake.
no, that was a good tip.
Jake's
Yeah, it
We talked
was.
about this.
Jake's out here pulling puppet strings.
I love it.
No,
Mike,
Anyway,
Mike
so-
loves Obama, so you know.
I don't love him.
Hey, I voted for him for the first time.
I never voted for him.
Unforgivable.
I just
Brett.
The first go
Inexcusable, unforgivable. You name it.
I never
Wasn't
voted
it-
for him.
wasn't
How did
either
you get
him-
tricked by him?
Wasn't it either him or Mitt the first time? Who was he running?
I
the
voted
first
for
time?
Mitt.
I'd rather have no
I voted
president.
Mitt.
No president.
John
It was
McCain the first
McCain.
it was John McCain.
Yeah, it was McCain.
I voted for Obama the first time, not the second time.
Stupid bitch. Perfectly cut out. I loved it.
Dude, it wasn't McCain. It was that I can see Russia from my house. I'm not voting for that.
Oh, Palin.
I'm not voting for that.
That's funny.
He's the best one out of all of them.
You don't like women, do you?
What?
Wes is trying. He's trying to
It's
stir.
cool to make blanket statements like
That's
that.
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's cool to make blanket statements and then people have to go in defense mode. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
All right, so Obama.
Okay, yeah.
Obama won. Thanks to Brent.
So, yeah. Thank you.
Bros before
Swing
hoes.
vote.
by one vote. By one vote.
Great 8 years we had, prosperous and all that.
So,
But he's
my military time started under George W. Bush, then, Barack Obama, and then
We're not going to cheer for that, Jake?
under Trump, and then, of course, now under Biden. So I've been under 4 presidents. So what I...
This is the worst.
By far, right?
Dude,
I'll say, we can,
Diesel
It's
was-
still his
you have
boss.
to say
Dude,
it,
Diesel was at 503. It's the worst.
Well, I mean, besides that, it's like you have this like puppet, this little dummy puppet. It literally looks like that dude that does the puppets at comedians.
Oh,
He has one.
Jeff Dunham?
Yeah, it looks like one of his puppets up there.
least
Yeah, but
funniest
the puppet
comedian
poops his
ever.
pants.
Yeah, the worst. Like one of the people I hated most in my life. I've only known of him going to one comedic performance, and it was Jeff Dunham. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's the one you went to?
Who is that?
I can't tell you. But he went to go watch a bunch of puppets, and he
it
loved
Adam?
and he loved his life. No, I don't hate
I feel
Adam.
like Adam
You think
loves Jeff
funny?
Dunham.
I just we
We can't talk. We can't do it, man. I don't know what we're doing here, but we can't do it.
All right.
Anyways,
Obama.
Okay, so-
Obama. Yeah.
Obama!
We love tangents.
So, 2013, 2014 timeframe, you have this group called ISIS that springs on the scene.
Yeah.
In Iraq and Syria. And they are straight up the worst. These guys are just absolutely brutal. I mean, we all remember.
Right.
We're still dealing with
Seen one video.
ISIS-affiliated terrorist groups, like in as far away as Asia, like North Africa. These groups have still like pledged their allegiance to ISIS, even though they're no longer really a thing in the Middle East. Like, there's still groups that are like pledge their affiliation and still like hold that affiliation. Anyway, terrible people.
Hate him.
So back in this time, John McCain was still alive, and he was pushing for like a big like conventional invasion of Syria to go root out ISIS, because we're watching videos of them burning people alive in cages.
You saw that? I saw that video. Yeah.
Dropping people in.
I was just about to bring that up. It was like they did this big production on literally killing somebody. Fuck you. Number one. Sorry. Yeah. But
Well,
you're
yeah,
making
but-
a big production video over killing somebody, burning them alive with very high quality. It was terrible.
Did you say dropping people in acid?
Yeah, they would put people in cages.
They're
and
brutal, dude.
They would lower the cages into acid.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
absolutely brutal, like terrible people, like
deserved every bullet, every drone strike, everything.
Yes. So again, you got people like John McCain, who was advocating for a full-on invasion,
full-on
of like
Warhawk,
Syria into Iraq.
My boys at Northrop, and
Yeah, and that was, in my opinion, that was totally the wrong answer. And again, a lot of respect for Obama. What he did, he had restraint. He's like, no, we're not doing that. That is a terrible idea. We should not do that.
Good job, Obama.
He learned his lesson, or he learned the lesson that Bush learned the hard way.
About Iraq?
He had a little evidence to work with.
You inherit a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So one thing Obama did was he was like, okay, well, we have, the world's best special operations, U.S. SOCOM is the best, special operations organization in the world.
Yes.
We have all these very talented soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen that we can send that can go do this low footprint, low cost.
Yes.
We can get this done by leveraging.
Up.
We can get this done by leveraging the people that live there.
We already sent them. Shit. Sorry.
So these guys can go, they can work with like the Kurds. They can leverage our local partners, our local allies, and they can go do the fighting and the dying instead of Americans going and dying for someone else's problem.
There you go.
And I respect that. And it worked. Like, we got rid of ISIS, and we did not inherit the mess that Syria still is. I mean, there's obviously our involvement there was a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a very complex issue.
It's not quite over yet, is it?
I don't think it is.
No.
So
ISIS, though, in that area is
absolutely they're gone.
Pretty much. I mean, we did a great job, but there's still. I think there's a lot of people growing up still.
Yeah,
that are gonna haunt us a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
It's a generational thing for sure.
I mean, how could it not be? You think about it happening here. People like occupying your country. I mean, we're thinking of someone that.
But then again, I mean, I understand we're in a lot of countries, but like.
No. That was different.
Our military presence in the Middle East is not even close to what it was in 2003.
But it was.
It was.
I know.
Right.
So it was during somebody's lifetime. Right. A lot of people's lifetime.
Understood.
And I think we got to worry about this.
Let's just kill them. When it comes to terrorism, it comes to like anti-American sentiment. There's a lot of stuff that it's a very complex issue. There's a lot of factors that build into it.
Agreed.
Excellent. I read books because I'm boring. I'm a dork.
That's not a thing.
Excellent book called Out of the Mountains by David Kilcullen. Excellent book. He talks. It's the idea of it is the future of like insurgencies and terrorism, and he sees it going from traditionally where you have insurgent groups that live like out in the mountains. Like you think like in Colombia, you got the cartels, the drug runners, and everybody that live up in the mountains.
Right.
You have, around the world, like that's just been a common thing. Like you have rough terrain, like in the Philippines, southern Philippines.
You can hide.
Very mountainous, very tough
guerrilla warfare.
Lots of jungles. You have a lot of terrorist groups that hide out there. But what he was saying is what he sees as the future is those insurgent groups moving to cities. And I mean, that's the gist of the book. But he goes into a lot of like the factors that lead into why these, I think he calls them like non-state armed groups, why these groups form, how they get so much power. And basically what you have is you have a population that feels, disenfranchised or marginalized from society, from like the country they live in, or from the world in general. And, places where there's a lot of poverty, you're going to have marginalized populations.
Sure.
They feel left out. Yeah, they feel like they don't have a voice. And those guys are ripe for recruitment when these people come along like, hey,
got it going on here.
You want to make a statement? You want to be heard? Here, strap this vest on your chest, walk into a subway station and hit this button.
Be remembered forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
make your mark on history.
72 virgins.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that weird? That's the thing. Stop it. Stop it. You want 72 virgins? You don't know what to do with 2.
I don't know.
Not you.
It's a mess.
The guy blowing himself up. He has no confidence.
No thanks.
That's stupid.
But I think what you're getting is it's
No, I love that. That was great.
It's not all Islamic.
Yeah. Right.
It's any disenfranchised group.
Yes.
Exactly. And
But that's why I said that we're kind of seeing that here too.
I mean, it's like in the Ninja Turtles, the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
Just getting all the
Stealing the
delinquents.
TVs.
there you go. Exactly. And
But
But
that's the thing though. From a certain angle, they were kind of likable characters.
Right.
I'm sure from different views when they came home, took the mask off, did this and that.
Right.
They're likable characters. Like
The
Danny.
people with, like,
Danny was a likable character.
Dads and no mom.
Yeah,
and no
Danny was just
whatever.
troubled. He was just troubled.
Orphans,
Broken homes, yeah.
homes,
Yeah.
Papa Roach.
Was Jihadi John ISIS or Al Qaeda?
Excuse me?
The American that went over there.
John Walker Lind?
Yeah.
He was American.
Yeah,
He was Al Qaeda.
That was kind of.
Oh, that
Yeah,
guy that joined up and
Yeah.
There was a bunch of those people though, wasn't there?
Yeah, dude, you pulled that guy's name right out of your.
Good job.
So
That's
another
why he
book-
reads books.
They can talk
okay.
about those people like they're like case studies.
Yeah. I mean, actually, another great book I read. It's called The Mission, the Men, and Me. This guy, Pete Blaber, is the author. It's basically him writing about lessons in leadership that he learned throughout his military career, which he had a fantastic career. And one of his lessons is on like John Walker Lind, how this kid from, I think it's from California,
Yeah.
like actually managed to talk his way into a personal meeting with Osama bin Laden.
What?
And like our best people in like the CIA and like SOCOM and like everybody
couldn't find him?
We couldn't find him. And this kid from California just figured it out.
So what was his whole deal? Like he came from like a decent place. Like he came from a decent family, a decent.
Who you talking about? Bin Laden?
We just went through a hippie phase. Like he was on tour doing Big Macs challenges.
are you
Like,
talking about-
and he was like suddenly joined a rebel. Like
Are you talking about Bin Laden or the kid?
Bin Laden,
Oh.
not the kid. I mean the kid too. I
Bin
guess.
Laden got disenfranchised with the West.
Well, yeah. So you have the Soviet invasion in 1979, where the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. Osama bin Laden was the son of I forget his dad's name, but he was a big. They had a lot of money in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So he inherited a lot of wealth, and
Little poser.
he was. I mean, he was a little rich boy.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, his parents were millionaires, dude.
Down the ocean
Oh, yeah,
now,
he
baby.
had so much money.
What do you think? Wait, hold on. Where do you think?
Millionaires, dude. These people are.
Billionaires.
They don't even. They
Billionaires.
can't even.
So,
put
where do you
a
think his
number
body really
on how
is?
much-
Where do you think Bin Laden
I mean,
is?
they
Do you
dumped
think
him in the
you think
sea.
he's in South America with Hitler and his family?
They gave him a pirate burial.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think they just took him somewhere else? Like, hey, you're good.
Oh no, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, they have footage of that, like actual footage of that. You think?
Yeah.
I'm sure footage
I don't
exists
know.
somewhere.
They had freaking skulls of a skull of Hitler.
They tapped him. He was hiding behind that chick.
I know. I've heard the story.
Okay.
That was a great
Hey,
story.
if you don't want to believe it, that's fine with me. I mean, I might go join you.
I mean, where he's at? Where's he at? They dumped him at sea. Okay.
I did not appreciate that.
I didn't appreciate that at all. Should have hung him from the new Twin Towers. I'm just kidding. Should have done that. I'm sorry.
I didn't know that.
Sorry, we didn't build new Twin Towers.
I didn't know that.
Cliffhanger and, like,
Jihadi
drunk.
John
Oh
was-
yeah, here's your and put him in a
wasn't
plane.
locked up anymore.
Put him in a plane like put his arms out like this, like a plane.
I just looked-
and then every day at noon or he smashed his whole body into the side of the building.
I mean-
oh, it doesn't work anymore.
He had to go in like deep witness protection, right? I mean, if he was released in 2019, like,
Who?
what's he doing?
That kid, that guy,
John
I have
Walker
no
Lynn?
idea.
John, yeah.
Can you look up John Walker Lynn?
he
Just
did.
had him up.
Yeah, he did just have, but like, he was released in 2019.
So Osama bin Laden's father is worth $7 billion.
$7 billion.
That's what Wiki knows about.
Right.
You know,
right.
those solids have more money than like.
He was released on
ever.
supervision May
Hey,
23rd, 2019.
You know what's so crazy? 100 million, 500 million, 1 billion. It goes that's crazy.
That is a lot of money.
That's so 1 million.
Who
2
was the
million,
army
3
guy
million, 4
that
million.
left camp?
Like that's
Oh,
crazy.
he walked out and went AWOL. It went AWOL, yeah.
Little piece of
Look at that
Yeah. And
widow peak motherfucker.
Somebody died looking for him.
Right.
Yes.
And
Bergdahl.
yeah,
Yep.
Bo Bergdahl.
Yeah.
Oh, he got his head. He got his head cut
Garbage,
off.
dude. I don't care what he says.
I thought Bergdahl got his head cut off.
No.
Who's the soldier?
He walked out of a camp in Afghanistan or Iraq. I can't remember which one. Afghanistan walked right up and basically gave himself up to the enemy and told him a bunch of secrets.
What a
and then
bitch.
a bunch of people died trying to save him because they thought he was actually captured.
Oh, what a bitch.
Dude, there's a whole big podcast about that. The Serial, the people that did
his family's got to suffer
people
for
that
that
did the
now.
kid in Baltimore that may or may not have killed the Korean girl. Did you ever watch the first ever Serial? Is so good. You have to listen to it. If you
The first ever what?
Serial, the podcast.
The name of the podcast, Serial?
You never heard of it?
I don't think so, bro.
Literally, like the most famous podcast ever.
I don't think so.
It's the
think
first
Joe
one.
Rogan's
I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan is.
No. I'm not talking about.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Who do I look at when I'm pissed?
No.
I'll take Nighthawk. So, if you look up Serial Podcast,
It's like based on serial
It's
killers?
not CE.
No.
It's SE.
it's the
buddy.
first big podcast.
No, I was joking.
That did like
did
like a story.
They did Burn, or
They
what
did
it's called? What's it called? S-Town.
So
Yeah.
good. S-Town was so good.
Yo, look at this.
Season one
Looks
is
great.
Season one is the kid in Baltimore who is a Muslim,
Right.
And he killed his Korean girlfriend, but he was just a kid, and he doesn't remember what he was doing that day, and it all came back to him not being able to remember.
Jake, that's literally what happened with Amityville.
Yeah, probably.
Dude,
Keep
that's
looking at season one. I just want to see who
that's
the guy's
all
name is.
MK Ultra
Linkin
shit,
Park.
dude. Government's playing with people. It is.
Literally,
Adnan Syed. Adnan Syed. That guy. You've never listened to this, Michael?
No, I haven't listened to it.
Are you
What do mean?
kidding me?
You know my other stuff. Hey, but honestly, when you read books, do you like Audible at all? No,
I prefer regular books.
for actual thing in your hand.
Yeah, I'm not against Audible.
Yeah.
I want to.
I for whatever reason, I don't really like people reading to me.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad. It is bad, and it ruins
I'm
the
gonna
whole
play one on the way home.
That's the only way.
I'm in the middle of a good one
That's
right
the only way I can comprehend books.
Dude, I honestly,
My reading comprehension is so bad.
I do have time to sit down and read it, but honestly, I
guy
like doing it
listens-
when I'm like driving, because that's my best time. I'm like, this time is not occupied by anything else but than me driving.
That's a great time for it.
You know, and then you have music, but like that's not teaching me anything. So I'll do a book.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I'm like, I only have so many hours after the kid like goes to bed, and I'm like, I want to do what I want to do, which is record music or do something.
Right.
A
So he
book
listens
doesn't
to-
fit
he
in,
listens to
but maybe it
books
should.
At 1.5 times.
That is
Yeah.
annoying.
Yes.
So I'll do that for like
I do it.
political books.
Do you
I do it.
too?
I
If
do
I'm
it for
reading
podcasts.
Yeah.
If I'm reading a novel, I will only do it on 1x.
Oh no.
A novel, because that's like you need to get it. But if I'm listening to like a
You do
book
that?
about like
Or me.
some political
Oh
book.
yeah. No, 1.6.
Oh, 1.6.
1.6 on Game of
That's too fast.
No, it depends on the reader. If it's Game of Thrones, like this dude's like he's like practicing all these voices.
1.6 is way too fast.
It's not that fast, bro. You work up to it. Just like reading. It's just like reading.
But part of the reading it is that it's actually it's like an art
I
form.
get that.
You're actually
But you're reading fast, are you not? You're probably reading at 1.6.
I'm talking about when I'm reading it. When they're reading it, they're performing.
I know, Jake, but it's the same thing. You learn. You use them as your reader.
I'll go 1.2. That's as far as I'm going.
Jake, you can hit 1.6. It's good. It depends on the reader, though.
Is this a negotiation right now?
I know, right?
No, 1.4 is my final offer.
I know.
It's almost 11, so
Yeah, no, we're wrapping it up. So, but what, dude, it's not that bad. You just speed up just like you would.
yawning over there.
I haven't yawned once.
That's a lot.
Get him, Frank. Get him.
I actually,
Get him.
I will bet you.
if I did, it's
I'll bet you
because it's-
$100.
If I did,
This bitch ain't watching this shit
I bet you
again.
$100.
here's the thing. If I did, it's because it's 10:30. I'm actually not tired because your boy, shut the fuck up. Your
Let's
boy,
go golf and
no, your boy
Spit it out.
has gotten his sleep apnea under control.
Let's go. You feel better?
Dude, last night was the
He
first
slept
night
with a little mouthpiece.
I actually like bought like an $80
I saw the
fucking
text.
mouth guard,
He read them.
and then I didn't.
Yeah.
And then
It's a West.
last night was the first time in like
Dick
4
move.
years I got restful sleep, like restful sleep.
Restful. I haven't even heard that
said
word in
restful
probably
sleep.
for. I was like, what did you just say? What did you just
He's
say?
wearing that mouthpiece.
He said
And-
restful sleep.
and-
I was like,
and
what?
My jaw and my teeth hurt, and it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
But the way it works is it pushes your
What
bottom
did you do last night?
out. Sleep.
Okay.
So
I told
when you have sleep apnea, like your shit like closes, and that's why you snore and almost
Yeah.
fucking die.
Good.
Pulls your bottom jaw out, like gives you an underbite, and it opens up your airways.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Underbite?
I'm actually
Yep.
excited.
Dude,
When people
dude.
tell me they sleep good, I get excited.
Dude,
I do sleep good, but man,
I
sometimes
didn't, I didn't take a fucking nap today.
Look at you.
I didn't take a
Look
nap.
at you, non-37-year-old. Look at you, non-50-year-old.
I haven't slept in 4 fucking years. I haven't.
Well, now you realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Especially after drinking, you don't sleep good.
I'm actually looking forward to going home, putting the mouthpiece in, going play golf with you guys in the morning. It's gonna be fun.
Well,
that-
if we don't go to bed
what's that
soon, I'll be
mouthpiece?
playing golf.
Night-
What's that
Thank you,
mouthpiece
buddy.
shaped after?
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
That's a great
Appreciate it.
card.
No, absolutely not.
It was fun.
It was good, and honestly, I mean, I haven't been bored for 2 hours. So that's pretty great. Think about that.
I could keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
good.
kind of wanted to.
It's just Wes. You know, it's just Wes.
Fucking mouth over there.
Because he's staring at my big head from behind.
Well,
like,
then he keeps messing with your feet and shit.
I got my leg folded up this way. I got him.
He keeps
blocked
putting
off.
his feet on your chair.
right.
I got him blocked off, dude. I got him blocked off.
Toodles.
He is. His feet are wrong.
Say hello to
But
the
thank
bad
you for
guy.
coming on, man. Like,
No,
that was
absolutely, thank you.
Very insightful, and I would actually.
What would you do? What are you saying?
No, I would like a part 2. Is what I'm saying.
Oh
If we
yeah,
can
no,
make it
whenever
happen.
he wants.
say that.
Yeah,
If we
no,
can
because
make it
honestly,
happen.
Open door when you're in.
he clearly knows some awesome,
It's so funny
interesting
when Jake
stuff.
turns to, like-
Hey, what's going on here? What's happening? What's happening? When I talk, there's something going on over here.
You're talking to like
There's something behind me that's talking when I'm talking. It's very weird.
Whoops.
I can't wait to show the behind the scenes of like Mike going to town on the hole in his sock.
Yeah.
Just pinky that thing. Just.
I had a hole in my sock. Okay, good job. Anyways,
You're welcome back anytime. Appreciate it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's definitely clearly a whole stack of history
Do you
stuff
have
in
a
there that we can
deployment
pull out.
in the future?
Not that he can tell
in
us.
the near future.
What are you talking about? What are you asking for plans for?
Come on.
Because I want him back in here, dude.
You want to know where he's
China.
going to?
You trying to know where Nighthawk goes, bro? When it's nighttime?
I want to go where Nighthawk goes.
Dog, when it's nighttime, you don't need to know where Nighthawk goes.
I'll have Nighthawks back at nighttime.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs you to have it.
That might slow him down a little
It's
bit.
like I also have a night vision scope.
Yeah, like he He wants Brent on a hillside sleeping at night with him. Everyone's
He's got
attracted.
the mouth thing now, so he won't snort.
Yeah.
Everybody in Afghanistan just giving our position away.
Dude, it's all a ploy. They just plant Brent and then they
would've been
sit
special forces.
around him, but I
and then they
snore
watch all the
from a mile away.
I'm not like getting clothes on me. And then,
There he is. All right. Anyways, we're out of here. I just sang Afghani on here.
so
Is that what you call it? All right. Goodbye. Adios. Let's beam out.
I can't believe y'all never did this. This is like
Cereal?
yeah. This is the OG podcast.